Hello everyone and welcome back to the Don't Hub channel. This is Christian and in today's video I'm going to walk you through how you can set up your React Native project. I know I've done this video before but I've been receiving comments or reports or shall I say alerts from some of my viewers, and they are complaining of there being a change in the setup. So I took upon myself to find out, and I've realized now they've migrated from components based system to file based system. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can set up with the old way, which is the component based system, and if you prefer the file based system too, then you can go with the file based system. So for this and more, let's get into it. Alright, so we are going to start with the file based system, and which is the latest one, and I'm just going to head over to my browser. Okay, so you go to your browser and you just type in export documentation. Will lead you to this page, and once you come to this page we have a quick start here. You can just copy this and run it in your command prompt. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my command prompt, and you have to navigate to the directory you want to create the application. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my desktop directory, right? And then inside my desktop directory I'm just going to paste the code I copied here. Okay, and then I'm going to give it a project name, so I'm just going to call it my project 1. Okay, so that the next one will be my project 2. So let's say my project 1, right? And then I'm just going to press enter, and this is going to take a couple of minutes to install it for me. Alright, so once you are done, as you can see here, we've been able to install it successfully, and we have some information here. So here we say cd into the my project 1, right? And then run some commands. So we first have to cd to my project. I'm just going to type my project, and I'm going to use VS Code as my code editor. So I'm just going to type in code spacebar dot, right? And then press enter to open the project in VS Code for us. Alright, so as you can see here, we have the project being set up right here. Okay, and if you take a look at it inside the app, we have our layout, we have our tabs, and then inside the tabs we have a couple of screens or tabs inside. Okay, so this is the new format that is being implemented. So we can go ahead and run this project, and once you run it you are supposed to see these things in the screen. So I'm just going to run mine on my physical device with the help of Expo Go. Okay, so if you don't have Expo Go, you can just quickly go ahead and then download it from Apple Store, and then we can move on. Alright, so in my terminal, before I go into my terminal, let's check in the packet.json so we can run start. Okay, to run the project. So I'm just going to type npm space run start. Okay, and I'm going to press enter to start my metro bundler for us. So just quickly going to do that. So once the bundler is ready, we are going to use the Expo Go to scan the QR code. Alright, so as you can see, our metro bundler is ready. So this is the QR code we are supposed to sign, or we are supposed to scan. So I'm just going to go to my mobile device, and I have Expo Go installed already. So I'm just going to launch it, and then I'll click on scan QR code. So I'm just going to scan the QR code, and it's going to take a couple of minutes to build the application for us. So I'm just going to pause the video here. Once it's done, we will continue. Alright, so as you can see, the bundler is ready, and then we have the main screen ready. So the main screen is displaying, and we have some information here. You see try it, and then step 2, step 3, right? We have the tab here. Okay, so basically this is the new structure, which is the file based system that is being implemented. Okay, so when you go to the let me check. Okay, so this is the layout. Okay, have the layout, and then we have the HTML here. So let me go to tabs, and then inside the tabs we have index. So this is the main page. Okay, I mean the main screen that is currently showing. Sorry. So as you can see here, we have some information here, so I will just uh clear everything here. So I'm just going to delete everything here. Then once I'm done clearing it, I'm just going to type view. So I'm going to import view, and then inside view I'm just going to import text. So text from React Native. So let me cross check. Okay, so we've been able to import text and then view. So I'm just going to type in here welcome to Don Hub. Okay, and then I'm going to save this. So hopefully we should be able to see the screen. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the let me check. I would like to delete all these tabs here. So I'll remove the index file to the main application. Okay, so I'm just going to remove it, and then I'm going to delete all these. Oops, I don't want to include the index, so I'm going to delete the rest. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, our message is currently showing. So I'm just going to add some style to display flex, and then I'll give it justify content, center, and then align items also center. Okay, so that we can see it in the middle. Okay, so it's not actually in the middle. So anyway, it's fine. I just let me save it and let's see. So I think I should give it flex of 1. Yeah, this time around it's supposed to. Okay, so as you can see, our information or our message is displaying. Okay, so this is the setup, or this is the file-based system setup. So we have the application where your screens will go into, and then you have the structure. So you have your, as you saw earlier, you have your layouts, you have your tabs, folders, and all that. Okay, then you have your assets here, your components right here, you have your constants here, so your colors and all that, you have your hooks and all that. Okay, so the main difference between this and the component based system is with the file based system, whatever folder you create here is like a path, okay, a route where you can navigate to. Okay, that is what the file system is all about. Now let's move on to creating another application or another project with the components based system. So again, I'll go back to my command prompt, and then currently I'm in my project 1 folder. So I'm just going to do cd spacebar and then double dots just to take me back to my previous, and then which is the desktop. Okay, and then now I'm just going to type in expo init, and then I'm going to give a name. So my project 2. Okay, so my project 2. So the first one is project 1, and then the next one is project 2. So the next one, look at it carefully or pay attention to what you are running here. So you are saying expo init and then my project 2. Okay, and then I'm just going to press enter to install it for us. Alright, so as you can see here, forget about the warnings. Okay, yeah, so they are asking us to choose a template. Okay, so you can go with a blank template, you can go with what do you call it, blank template with TypeScript, and then you can also go with one that already have tabs in it. Okay, but for now I'm just going to go with a blank template, and I'm just going to press enter to install it. So this is going to take a couple of minutes to also install it, and I'm going to pause the video here. Once it's done, we will continue. Alright, so let's continue on. So as you can see, we've been able to install the project or set up the project successfully, and then we are having some information there. So we have to cd to the project. So I'm just going to type my project once again, but this time around my project 2. Okay, then we are going to open it with our code editor. So As you can see, we have another VS Code launching. And yeah, so I'm just going to put this one right behind it. Okay, and then let me minimize this one as well so that we can take a look at the two setups. Okay, so I've actually undo the deletion I did for the first one, which is the previous one, so that we can compare both. Okay, so looking at the first one, we have the application folder already being set up, but here we don't have it. Okay, and as you can see, we have this file system being set up already, but here we don't. Okay, so this is the component based system. Okay, and then that one too, we can just run it by opening the terminal and then just type in npm run start. Okay, npm run start. And I'm going to press enter. So this is also going to run the metro bundler for us. So I'm just going to go to app.js, and this is how the setup looks here. Really simple, right? Yeah, so this is how the setup looks here. All right, so let's wait for the metro bundler to finish so that we can proceed. All right, so as you can see, our bundler is ready, and I'm quickly just going to scan the QR code again with the expo goal. Okay, so I'm just going to click on scan QR code and then quickly boom. So it's loading, right? All right, so our application is ready, and as you can see, we have some message showing up, say open app.js to start working. Okay, so I'm just going to change this to welcome to Hub. Okay, and then once you save it, you can see it has reflected, right? Yeah, so basically this is how it looks using the components based system as well. Okay, so one may ask, what is the main difference between them? So with this one, you have to manually determine the routes or the routing path of your project. Okay, but with the first one, which is the file based system, even the name is quite intuitive. The structure of your folder determines your routing, okay, or your routing path. Okay, hope this video really helped. If it did, kindly click on the subscribe button, like this video, share with friends, and see you in the next one. Happy coding.